Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. At kung bago ka sa channel na to, I am Za and this is Za Canada. Today we have a new topic and this is all about for those people that are looking for a better opportunity in Canada. Looking for a Canadian employer or those people that are currently in the Philippines and hoping to find a job here in Canada. So kung ikaw yan mismo, so panoorin hanggang dulo.
From islands to maple leaves, strength of a heart that believes. Goodbye to Manila, hello to the crisp air. Taking a risk with a dream and a prayer. From bustling streets to the...
Well, before anything else, I would like to thank everyone who subscribed into my channel, yung mga nag-comment at nag-like ng mga video ko. Na-appreciate ko po yan. Maraming salamat po. So, sa pagpapatuloy ng video na to, there are a lot of people na posible nga ba talaga na mag-hire ang isang Canadian employer from the Philippines or from outside the country. So, ang sagot muna dyan is yes. Okay? And I am a living witness or I am a living proof na galing sa ibang lugar and na-hire papunta rito sa Canada. Okay? So, besides, I saw one of the posts sa Facebook. Ayan, yung post na yan. At binasa ko siyang mabuti kasi nga I felt the honesty and probably the desperation in not desperation, napakabigat naman ng word na yun. Yung parang yung napakalaking hangad niyang makapunta rito sa Canada. So it's either makatulong sa pamilya, maiangat naman ng yung buhay nila, or syempre makapag-provide ng mas maayos sa ating mga sarili, di ba? Kasi minsan, sobrang pagtatrabaho natin, nakakalimutan din natin yung self-love. Okay? So, yan ang pag-uusapan natin. Ano nga ba talaga ang mga factor na dapat natin i-consider bago tayo makapag-apply dito sa Canada? So, just in relation to that photo that I shared in earlier, meron siyang ipinost doon na I'm really ready, or if there's any employer that that is looking for somebody who has the qualifications that I have, then you may want to refer me. Maganda naman yung intention, in fairness, kasi nga importante ang referral factor dito sa Canada. For example, kapag may kaibigan ka sa isang company, mas madali ka maipapasok. Mas madali kang maire-recommend. Okay? So, but if you are outside o yung wala ka talagang kakilala, wala kang kamag-anak, wala kang kaibigan na nagtatrabaho dito, then don't just say na I want to work. Kasi you always have to think, now, what type of job are you looking for? Anong industry? Saan mo province gusto pumunta? Napakalaki ng Canada. Kasi minsan, may mga tao na sige, makapunta lang ako dito, makapunta lang ako dyan sa Canada, kahit anong job na lang. Pero na-assign ka sa malamig na lugar, kagaya ng Manitoba. Mga liblib na lugar ng mga Manitoba. Hindi naman liblib, mga malalayong mga rural areas ng Manitoba. Napakalamig niyan. Napakadaming snow. Tapos, ayoko na pala, uwi na lang ako kasi malamig. Homesick ako. Diba? So, ayun, dapat i-target din natin kung saan talaga natin gustong pumunta. Anong salary range, and are you actually qualified for that position? So for example, if you are looking for any job in Canada, instead of saying I have 5 years of experience in accounting or 8 years of experience in customer service, it will be better if you will target your skills instead. For example, I manage customer accounts, processed financial transaction, handled clients' concerns, and supported daily banking experience. So, lagi nating maging target kung ano talaga yung ginagawa mo before. And then, from there, then look for a job that really suits your qualification. Kasi, importante dito kung ano talaga yung ginagawa mo before. Okay? So, it should align to what you were doing before dun sa ina-applyan mo. Kasi nga, si IRCC, kahit nakapasa ka pa sa employer side, kahit nakapasa ka pa kay employer sa interview, if the IRCC was able to review your application and they were not satisfied that you're going to be able to do the job well, then they might refuse it. Okay? So, ano yan? Kumbaga, step-by-step process. Okay? So, dapat, ang applyan nating mga trabaho dito is yung naaakma or yung suitable dun sa education background natin and at the same time, dun sa work experience. Next is you have to prepare your documents and your resume definitely. If you have seen my previous video, I always tell you to create it in a PDF file. So, i-save nyo siya sa PDF. Kumbaga, meron kayo sanang folder sa inyong, probably sa inyong laptop, if you have your own laptop, or if you have your own flash drive, na lahat ng documents is nandun na or nakaayos para pag hiningi sa inyo, automatic meron na kayo, right? And make sure na yung ina-applyan nyo is akma, again, akma dun sa ina-applyan yung trabaho. For example, if you had an experience in agriculture and right now, nagtatrabaho kayo sa call center, then do not send a call center resume kasi hindi talaga nila papansinin yan. So, most probably, before may experience kayo sa pagiging butcher before. Butcher is part of the agriculture industry. So, kung may training kayo sa pagiging butcher, then you may want to highlight that as one of your skills, hindi yung pagiging call center. Kasi nga, ang tinitingnan nila dito, yung may i-contribute mo dun sa company. So, make sure na yung ina-applyan yung trabaho is, or yung resume na hawak nyo is sapat or presentable doon sa ina-applyan nyo mismo na trabaho. Okay? And where can you look for Canadian jobs? So marami ng platform ngayon na nag-advertise for Canadian jobs. So there are Indeed, Job Bank, of course, the official website of Government of Canada. There is monster.ca. Meron din nagpo-post sa Facebook, sometimes sa LinkedIn or Instagram, and honestly, I found my job, my very own job in Facebook. 'Di ba? Nakausap ko yung mismong employer ko sa Facebook. Ayun. Okay? So, wag nating laging sasabihin na may hiring po ba? Or may hiring po ba dyan, sir? Is there any job opening in that position? So, make sure to do your own research. And then, if you're able to find out that there is a current open position, then you may want to send your resume politely and then directly communicate with the employer. Kasi minsan, ang strategy talaga dito, makausap nyo yung mismong employer o kung sino yung mismong hiring manager. Tapos, kapag nakapalagayang loob nyo na, then that's the time that you'll get the job. Okay? So, introduce yourself professionally also. And don't forget to check other platforms. Next tip is don't apply to everything. Kasi nga yung iba lahat ina-applyan. Hotel, factory, restaurant, office, warehouse, caregiver, construction, customer service, anything. Lahat na ina-applyan. Tapos wala naman tumatawag. Tapos sasabihin, wala naman tumatawag sa akin, naka-1,000 na yata akong apply dyan. Huwag nating applyan yung lahat. Kasi, again, kapag wala tayong experience dun sa job na ina-applyan natin, then hindi talaga tayo mapipili or hindi talaga tayo matatawagan. Make sure na yung trabaho ina-applyan natin is nararapat dun sa educational background natin or yung sa work experience. Kasi nga, nire-review nila, believe it or not, they look at your resumes too. Okay? Kahit na ang dami nilang application, make sure to highlight your skills. Kasi ang pinakauna nyo titingnan dun sa resume nyo, if you have seen a Canadian format resume, the very first thing that you should indicate on top are your skills. Okay? So yun. Kailangan ba natin ng LMIA? Depende. Depende yan. Kung LMIA exempt yung ina-applyan nyo, for example, if you are nominated as one of the provincial nominee program, then hindi nyo na kailangan ng LMIA para makapag-apply ng work permit. Yung nomination certificate lang. If you have at least CLB5 in listening and speaking, in French, at nakapasa kayo sa TCF or TEF, then you can apply for a Francophone Mobility Program. Again, hindi rin kailangan ng LMIA dyan. So, kailangan ng job offer and the employer support. Okay? At bago ko nga pala makalimutan, then don't fall into job scams. Okay? So, sa mga ganitong mga nagpo-post sa Facebook na sinasabi nila, na gusto nila makarating dito sa Canada na kahit anong job na lang. Minsan sila yung talagang target ng mga scammer. So, wag tayong papakagat dyan sa mga scam na yan. Kasi normally, ang gusto lang nilang gawin is manguha ng pera. Alam naman natin yung mga red flags when it comes to scammers. So, unang-una, minamadali ka. Pangalawa, pinagsisend ka agad-agad ng pera. Pangatlo, mawawala na agad yung job pag hindi mo sila pinansin. Pag hindi mo sila binigyan ng pera agad. So, wag tayong practice due diligence. And also, kahit napakalaking kumpanya pa yan, at kunyari binigyan kayo ng job offer na galing talaga sa kumpanya na yun, then, practice your research. Napakadami na ng ways para ma-check ang isang kumpanya or isang job offer kung legitimate ba o hindi. Or ang LMIA kung legitimate ba o hindi. Otherwise, you can always send me a message through my email, then I can check it for you for free. Okay? Or tatawagan ko para sa inyo kung talagang legitimate yung job offer. Okay? So, yun lang. That should be it for now para sa mga taong naghahanap ng mga trabaho or ng trabaho dito sa Canada. Be careful of scams. Again, know your professions. Prepare a strong targeted resume. Search through legitimate employers and employment platforms. And understand the work permit requirements. Okay? Kasi, hindi porket may job offer ka na, automatic, pwede ka nang pumunta dito sa Canada. Marami pang pagdadaanan. Like LMIA exam, work permit application, medical, and so much more. Alright. Okay, so sana may natutunan kayo sa video na to para sa mga taong gustong pumunta rito sa Canada. Huwag mawawala ng pag-asa. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. It takes me, again, paulit-ulit ko lang sinasabi ito sa video na to. It takes me more than 10 years para makapunta lang rito dito sa Canada. Imagine niyo ang tagal-tagal kong inisip or ang tagal-tagal kong inisip makapag-Canada. Although yung pag-a-apply ko naman is on and off at that time. But nung pinursigi ko na siya, nung talagang tinutuhanin ko, ano yung tawag doon? Nung tutuhanin, yun pala, yung tutuhanin ko na yung pag-a-apply ko sa mga iba't ibang platform, yun, nakakuha naman agad ako ng trabaho. Alright, so yan. Sana may natutunan kayo. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe into my channel. At laging tatandaan, hindi kailangan maraming pera, basta may peace of mind. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Finding our rhythm in this glorious land.